The storyline coming into Montana's basketball season was the number of new faces and how well they could gel together to make a run at the Big Sky Championship. It's not always an easy task, but with this year's group, Montana has found a winning recipe. After another weekly sweep, the Grizzlies have won 8 games in a row, the first time that's happened in conference play since the 2018-19 season.
We got a lot of guys buying in, and it's, you can tell by how we share the ball and stuff. But, our main thing is not to get, relaxed, still play, with an edge, and not to get complacent. So that's really been our main focus.
The Grizzlies sit alone in sole possession of first place in the Big Sky standings at 19-8 overall and 12-2 in league play. But coming in, there were a lot of unknowns, as the Grizzlies added 9 new players to their roster. So the question became, how will this team gel, and do so in a short amount of time?
Constant conversation, wanting to win. I think the hard part for us was learning how. Learning how to play with other good players, learning how to defer, learning how to win. When it means you might not take the shot, you might not make the pass. And we've continued to improve and make strides in that area.
In the landscape of college basketball, roster turnover is expected and more drastic than ever. Montana is no exception, with transfers every year, so it's been about those on the current team meshing, buying in, and in short, backing up the talk.
Guys say all the right things. Winning was important to all of them. So when they say that, then you assume that it's in them, but you don't know how long it takes or how much information they need to get to that point together. We assumed that it was there, but we weren't sure. We didn't know until we hit the ground running and broke a sweat with them.
As far as on the court, it's their time together off it that has helped just as much.
We hang out a lot, outside of practice. We love banter with each other. We're always making fun of each other, talking smack, just what hoopers do and stuff like that. So I think we got a really good group of guys. We all get along really well. So I think that really helps us on the court.
UM's depth has played a huge role in the wins. Guys like Joe Pridgeon and Malik Moore made impacts right away, while Austin Patterson fit in nicely as a seasoned player in the Big Sky. Lately, though, Kai Johnson has exploded on both ends of the floor for the Grizzlies, starting with the Brawl of the Wild, while others like Amari Jedkins, Jensen Bradkey, and more have had flashes and impacts all season to round out the rotation.
I think complacency is dangerous, especially in times like this when you're on a winning game streak. I think just adding on to it and building on top of it and seeing just how good we can get is the main goal. And it's nice because we got so much talent that it could be anyone.
Those new faces have fit in nicely with the few returners Montana did have, namely fifth-year guard Brandon Whitney, who is climbing up the record books. Sophomore Money Williams has caught fire again of late, which has been huge for the Grizzlies. Plus, in his second year at Tajon Sawyer has also seen his production increase. With all of those factors, it's a mix that has worked out well for the Griz this season, as they ride the longest winning streak in the conference and are getting hot at the right time, with March quickly approaching.
I think everybody's accepted their role. Just for the bigger picture, everyone wants to win. I think we have a great opportunity. Obviously, we're doing well. We haven't proved anything yet. We just got to keep it rolling and keep playing our game.
Reporting in Missoula, Kyle Hansen, MTN Sports.